I'm Ray Couture, and this is Astrological Perspectives. April will certainly bring a few changes. Some of them will involve our values with regard to compassion in the face of what are likely to be unpleasant experiences and circumstances. Some impetuous actions are likely to set off a debate over what changes are needed in our social order. A litany of unfinished business hangs over the minds of many ordinary and not so ordinary people. There may be an overflow of emotions as boundaries between the old order and the as yet to manifest new order becomes clearer. Saturn's retrograde points to the need for us to redefine our concept of security. But Jupiter cautions us to adjust rather than react blindly when confronted with attempts to shatter our sense of reality. Jupiter in Virgo enables us to be witness to our own actions in the world and within, and prescribes a radical change in how we act. The emphasis will be on acting from measured wisdom rather than from mere expediency. Overall, we are called upon to make meaningful efforts at learning from our past mistakes this month. Essentially, we are asked to transcend the more emotional reactions and to act with compassion. What is at stake as we respond to events is the core of our basic humanity. This will require us to consecrate our lives in some fashion to an all-encompassing vision of our inner truth rather than surrendering to weaknesses. Nothing of value can come from emotional quicksand. We know that. The time has come for making strong efforts at transcending the common ailments of despair and hopelessness, which can result from events which are likely to resurface this month, both socially and personally. Now, if you know your rising and you know your moon signs, please listen to those as well. Your progress, Aries, may seem somewhat impeded by obstructions rooted in the past. This provides you with an opportunity to raise your sights above the commonplace and reinvigorate your self-worth. Your tenacity, Taurus, will carry you further now as past struggles with insecurity and anxiety are subsiding. Now is the time to manifest your truth as beauty as you aim for previously unreachable goals. Your inner conflicts, Gemini, might be resolved if you base your thinking on a higher, more inclusive level. Responding to the needs for self-improvement is the key to moving past mistakes that block your progress. You generate feeling, Cancer, and that must come into play in both your personal and business relationships. You may be subjected to unwarranted criticism, but, well, this will help you understand the value of compassion. Everyone knows, Leo, that you can be humble and sincere all at the same time. You need to move in some fashion, be it geographical or philosophical. Recovering from emotional issues will likely need your very best efforts. What began with an impulsive act will fill your hours with various challenges, Virgo. Might be a good idea to suppress your desire to become agitated. Your aim was to help, after all. Now an involved response can heal it all. A financial slowdown might be positive for you, Libra. It will provide you an opportunity to find your center rather than embarrassing ricochets of emotional reactions. Patience and self-control are in order now. Revenge is not good for you, Scorpio. No, not at all. Your inner angst can and should be a fuel which you can use to move toward a more practical resolution. You are in charge, and that can help you move past lingering disappointments. Looks like you need to reinvigorate yourself, Sag. Part of you feels strong and focused, while your ability to act decisively seems to be somewhat stuck in place. Your direction needs to find the will to be disciplined. Your career path is due for some changes, Capricorn. Perhaps you can formulate a plan to accomplish all of that. Caution is in order, though, as too much change can lead to confusion. Analyze the details for best results, is what I say. You need to find a diplomatic response, Aquarius. The pressure to make some pretty radical changes is very strong now, so no matter what, through a new adventure, well, no matter what, a new adventure is on the horizon. Whether you go through that new adventure or not, it is on the horizon. So carefully examine the road ahead. Perhaps, Pisces, you are still reverberating from the March eclipse in Pisces. I wouldn't be surprised. But if so, you need to do your best to accept the lessons that were learned. It might help if you could work on matching your personal ideals with some of your spiritual goals. I'm Ray Couture, and this is Astrological Perspectives.